Hey guys, welcome back to today's video. So this video actually has been suggested since I began my channel, and it's essentially the 2016 election without the James Comey letter. Now, a lot of you may or may not believe in the effect of the James Comey letter, but I am a very strong believer that the James Comey letter did narrow down Clinton's lead. I mean, she went from leading in the polls by nearing double digits down to maybe 1 or 2 points, 3 or 4. I mean, that's still a considerable change from 8 to 9 down to 1 to 3. I mean, it pretty much took her down the last 2 weeks of the general election. And everything that was at stake, the James Comey letter definitely made an impact. And I really see the effect. I saw the effect of it in the 2016 election. I mean, the number of Republicans that came back to Donald Trump, no longer like in a state like Utah, which were they almost had an independent win their electoral votes because they were so upset with the nominee. I mean, a number of them almost went to the independent, but they came back because of things like the James Comey letter. They no longer trusted Hillary Clinton. The email scandal was long over, and then it was brought back up, and the media loved to play it up. I mean, that's undeniable. The media put most attention on put most attention on the emails. I mean, if you look at the number of hours the Clinton emails were ran on the national media, it was not helpful for her campaign. It was ran day after day after day after day. It wasn't like a Trump scandal, something about the Access Hollywood tape, which blew over in a matter of days, and only Clinton surrogates brought it back up. New things happened with Donald Trump, the Trump University scandal. I mean, things that we are seeing now pop up past, and they just went in 2016, and we didn't bat an eye at it. I mean, we covered it for 1 or 2 days, but this Clinton email scandal has been around since before the 2016 presidential election year. It was started back in like 2014, leading up to 2015, and it's been constantly covered by the national news media. Now, when that was out of the American view, of course, Hillary Clinton's lead went up because this was one of the main scandals that brought her down. Benghazi made her innocent. I mean, a lot of people blamed her for Benghazi, but they couldn't find anything that she did wrong during Benghazi. I mean, even a Republican-controlled committee that was looking for something that she did wrong couldn't find anything that she did wrong. And then they went on to go on and reinvestigate the email scandal. I mean, that definitely hurt her, and it definitely brought a lot more people to thinking, oh, she's no longer that honest and trustworthy. They didn't already think she was honest and trustworthy, but they were starting to build more confidence back up in her. And then as soon as that came, it kind of just like completely killed off the momentum. A lot of surrogates were saying he saved the Senate, he saved the House, but no, he saved the presidency for the Republicans. But yeah, so we're gonna go through this map. I do not think it would end up the same way. I do not see. I'm gonna go through this pretty quickly. I'm still gonna give him a number of these states, but Utah would consider toss-up, Arizona would consider toss-up, Nebraska, you know, that one electoral vote toss-up. You know what, I'm going to keep doing it in the 2nd district. I don't know why I keep going over here. Kansas, Texas, not so much. Georgia, of course. Indiana, nope. Missouri, no. Illinois, blue. You know, Clinton would win every single state that she carried in 16 because, of course, she would expand on her lead just based off the fact that she would do better before the email scandal. That's just how it was. Her lead definitely dropped down. I mean, even though Trump was, like, underestimated by maybe, like, 1 or 2 points, an 8 or 9 point lead nationally would go down to 6 or 7. A 1 to 3 point lead would go down to around like 1 or 2% because of how much Trump was underestimated. I mean, the comparison is... you know what? We're just gonna keep going through with this because I'm gonna make this point continuously throughout the video, and it's not gonna be like something that I'm just gonna keep going back to. So Maine, that 2nd district, I still think would go to Donald Trump, but here's the map that we're starting off with. So 158 electoral votes for Donald Trump, 232 for Secretary Clinton. I still think he would carry Georgia. I think that state would have gone to him. But, you know, a state like North Carolina, I also think he would carry by a very slim margin because it wasn't something that it wouldn't be a blowout, but it wouldn't be as much of a Trump victory, if a Trump victory at all. In Ohio and Iowa, I still see a Trump victory there, but it wouldn't be as much as big of a margin. Arizona, I would also give to Donald Trump. But Utah, that one I saw an independent gain traction there. I really think that Evan McClellan was picking up momentum, and I really think he would have brought over more Republicans to vote for him. Now, obviously, he didn't do as well as everyone expected, but I mean, he was leading in the polls before the James Comey letter, and the final poll done showed a Trump victory in the state, and that's essentially what happened. Down in Florida, though, you know, I think Hillary Clinton would have carried Florida. I think it would have been I think she would have carried the state just based off how it's voted and how it voted for Barack Obama, and how it pretty much, she only lost a number of these voters because of how much they were angered at the Clinton political machine, they angered at the Democratic Party, and this really solidified their anger towards them. I mean, if these independents, although they were angry towards the Democratic Party, they wouldn't necessarily be less inclined to vote for them because they dislike Trump even more. But he seemed better of an option after she seemed even more untrustworthy a couple days before the election. All of a sudden, a new scandal drops on her. Like, this completely changes the mind of the American electorate. There was an interview by CNN, and one's by Fox and one by MSNBC. Multiple voters in Michigan changed their mind from voting for Hillary Clinton. Were solid 100% for Hillary Clinton. But when they came to the voting booth, they changed their mind and either voted for Donald Trump or they didn't want to disclose who they voted for. And obviously, if you're saying you're 100% for Clinton before, they probably didn't vote for Hillary Clinton in the end. So, but at this point, I think the Rust Belt would have solidly gone, well, not solidly for obvious reasons, but I think it would still have gone for Secretary Clinton. But I don't think she would have won in Nebraska. I still think that one electoral vote would go to Donald Trump. But the electoral map finalizes and finishes off with 307 electoral votes for Secretary Clinton, 225 for Mr. Trump, and 6 for Mr. McMullen. Thank you guys for watching this video. Comment down suggestions below, and I'll see you all tomorrow.